Imagine matching with the perfect man. He is handsome, charming, and impossibly rich. Within days, he flies you on a private jet, showers you with gifts, and tells you he loves you. And then quietly, he drains your bank account and disappears. This is the true story of the Tinder Swindler, a con man who is estimated to have stolen around $10 million from women across Europe, one broken heart at a time. His real name is Shimon Hayut, an Israeli man born in 1990. But on dating apps he called himself Simon Leviev, and he claimed to be the son of a real diamond mogul, Lev Leviev. He was not. It was a costume, and it was bait. He would match with a woman on Tinder and move fast, a first date on a private jet, champagne at 30,000 feet, designer gifts, luxury hotels, rooftop dinners. His phone was a constant stream of romance and attention. He posted money, sports cars, and five-star living to look like a man who had everything. To each woman it felt like a fairy tale, and they fell hard. They trusted him completely. They believed they had met the love of their lives. They had no reason to doubt him because everything looked real. The jet, the gifts, the diamonds, the endless wealth. That trust was the whole point, and it was exactly what he was going to use against them. Once a woman was in love, the story changed. Simon would suddenly act terrified. His enemies were after him, he said. He sent the same frantic messages to different women, even an identical photo of a bodyguard bloodied on a stretcher being loaded into an ambulance. To one victim, he showed up with real cuts on his hands and face to make the danger feel true. Then came the trap. For his own safety, he claimed, he could not use his own credit cards or bank accounts. His enemies were tracking them. Could she help him just for a bit? The women opened new credit cards and took out bank loans in their own names, believing they were protecting the man they loved. But the money was never for safety. He used it to fund the lavish lifestyle that lured in the next victim, running what was essentially a Ponzi scheme of the heart. One woman pays, he wines and dines another, and the cycle spins on. Cecilia Fjellhoy says she lost around $250,000 and ended up in crippling debt. Victims drowned in red bills while he flew off with someone new, then ghosted them, blocked, gone, silent. Eventually the women started comparing notes and realized they had all been conned by the same man. In 2019, the Norwegian newspaper VG, working with the tips of his victims, spent 6 months investigating and published a bombshell expose. One victim, Aileen Charlotte, even turned the tables, selling off his designer clothes to claw back money and helping lead him into a trap. He was arrested, but here is the gut punch. He was convicted of unrelated fraud in Israel and sentenced to just 15 months. He served only about 5. The women were left holding the debt while he walked free. No private jet of justice ever came for them. They had lost their savings, their credit, and their faith in love, and the man who took it all simply moved on. So how do you spot a romance scammer before it costs you everything? Here are 5 red flags. 1. Too much, too fast. A flood of love and grand promises within days is a tactic, not real affection. 2. He flaunts wealth. Constant displays of jets, cash, and diamonds are designed to dazzle and disarm you. 3. There is always an excuse not to meet, or the relationship lives mostly on the phone. 4. A sudden dramatic crisis that only your money can fix. An emergency, an enemy, a frozen account. 5. And the biggest one, he asks you to borrow money, open credit, or send cash on his behalf. If any of these appear, slow down, protect yourself. Never send money to someone you have not met in person. Verify who they are with a video call and a reverse image search of their photos. And talk to a trusted friend, because scammers count on you keeping secrets. The Tinder Swindler worked because he sold a fantasy and weaponized trust. The fairy tale was the trap. Stay sharp, keep your guard up, and your heart and your wallet stay safe. If this helped, subscribe to Stick Figure Stories for more true scam breakdowns.